Good morning. It is a good morning and it is a beautiful day. And it's lovely and peaceful here now at Create Fruits. But it wasn't peaceful last night. Last night, Bear had bought him a new collar and I put it on and I pulled it and seeing how it was, and it was right. And put it on and the walk was going well, and he went in the pond and got out of the pond and there was no sign of it being loose or anything. And on the way back it somehow undid itself, like unclipped, and he had that moment, there was that second where it went loose on the lead, and I was looking, bear in mind I'm 7 feet away from him, and because it was on the extended lead, and as I've stepped towards him and he's had the same realisation, I'm free, he's just shut off. I was like, great, bloody leads collars given way. And then I was thinking, I need to get back because the guinea pigs, he's been excited and trying to look at the guinea pigs, and I don't want him bouncing on the guinea pig run because I don't think it could handle a big weight like Bear. And I need to make sure the guineas are in, and I hope that, what he's like for getting excited and bouncing about, and the ducklings are out and about, and I need to get back. So I rushed back in the hope that he'd either follow me or, thinking that he won't be long, because last 2 times he's disappeared, been back within half an hour, which is brilliant. I thought, just get back and get the birds away, and guinea pigs priority. So gets back, gets the guineas away, puts the ducklings in early, and I thought, well, at least those that are the younger, vulnerable ones, they're away. We can now, because the sea brights can fly, they can get away from any bother. And I thought, we'll see what happens. Well, as time progressed, he didn't show. I thought, oh, this is different. There's nothing I can do. I'll just have to wait. So I was waiting and managed to get all the animals away in the end, without a bother, without him turning up. All the animals locked in safe. I thought, brilliant. I've got plenty of time to catch him now when he shows up. And he didn't really show up until maybe I think it was about 8:30, 8:45-ish. But you can't see a black dog on a black night, and he was running about all over, barking up and down the track, up and down the land. Couldn't be caught. Jason had a go during the night. I'd had a go during the night. This morning seemed to be peaceful and quiet for ages. And then I heard some Portuguese guy trying to talk to him as he was barking at him. And I thought, oh man. So I come out to try and convince him to come back, bearing in mind I can't catch him. Not many people can. I don't think people can, because he doesn't listen, he doesn't have recall. And gets the food out and making all the noises, shouting him, and Elsa decided to run off after him. So I was pretty annoyed then, because then Elsa had gone and Bear had gone. So I couldn't get any of the animals out this morning. So I thought, right, I'm gonna get the food sorted for Batty, because hopefully then I'll be able to get them. And as I put Batty's food out, and the other two appeared, so quickly clipped his lead on, tied him up. He's crashed out now, he's asleep. He'll probably sleep all day without any issues whatsoever. You know, probably be incredibly peaceful today, and no bother. But that's a hell of a lot of inconvenience, because the collar snapped and because he's got no recall. Those who follow our story know that we've just moved on to recall, and those who followed our story before Bear know that Elsa learned recall pretty much in half a day. She was doing excellent with her recall. Batty does excellent with his recall. The only thing with Elsa is if there's someone else about, or another animal, then, as in an animal walking past, then her recall kind of goes tits up, basically. But Elsa is very, very responsive. Batty, he works to hand signals now. But Bear, yeah. So all the animals are out. Elsa's upset because she knows I'm cross with her for running off, and Bear's enjoying a nice peaceful day's rest, which I'm thinking he really doesn't fit in here. You know, he doesn't fit in here. He doesn't fit in with this dynamic, and I'm working hard to try and help him and do his behaviour and do train him and leash train him, and he does make improvements, but he needs a lot of input, and he needs a lot of attention, and he needs a lot of training, and he's incredibly slow to learn. So, especially in comparison to any other dog that I've ever come across. So really, he needs someone who can put more time and effort into him, who can give him some love, where ideally he's got somewhere to run about where he can't run off, you know, because if he had something to keep him busy, then it'd be really good, I think. But he just doesn't, you know, with his training and that, and I'm not able to give him what he needs because he's so demanding, and I have other animals and things to put my energy into. So yeah, Bear is still definitely looking for a new home, and Bear's behaviour is improving considerably. But on days where he gets away, which wasn't my fault, it wasn't his fault, the collar snapped. It didn't even snap, it came undone. I don't know how. Brand new collar, I'd tested it and everything, and it had gone really well for all that walk. So, you know, but it really does have a massive impact. So yeah. So that's kind of where we're at with the animals this morning. I've thanks to Jason, we made our second batch of marmalade, which went really well, I think. I much prefer it in taste to the first one. It's more solid. Obviously, it's not. You don't need a saw to cut it or anything, but it's more solid and so less runny, and it tastes completely different. It's I've made it with brown sugar instead of white sugar, so you can really tell. Well, I can anyway, and I much prefer this second batch to the first one, because the first one is more, I guess, more sweet, and runny, whereas the second one is more bitter and rich. So I'm loving it, and I love now that I have choice. We have choice anyway, but we have more choice now. If anyone wants to buy any marmalade made with the oranges grown here, so we have I think 8 jars now that have all been cleaned, sterilised, and the marmalade's gone in and gone into storage in the dark and cool. So that's brilliant. That's an epic win. I think that's kind of where we're at, where everything's at today. So we're now, I don't know, enjoying the peace of the morning, and I'm going to go and wash some pots. We're recording.
Oh, we're just putting up some solar panels. Mama bear and the baby bear.
So it's all good, thank you.
Be good. We just need a cup of coffee now.
Alright, hint taken. It's bright today. There we go, I'm just stepping into the doorway. There we go, I can see you now, and you can see me, which is always good when you're watching a video. Well, I'll be able to see it, don't you, not just a glare on the screen. So yeah, I'm really, really grateful to Jason. He's got off the roof. Everything's tied down and, well, tightened down, bolted in. Everything's just solid. I'm amazed. I'm so chuffed. And the front of the building, can't get my head round how different it looks without those big panels there. So yeah, I'm really quite happy about that. Bear's been sleeping all day. Not surprising really, is it? And I am going to take him for a W shortly because I can, and he really looks like he doesn't actually want to go anywhere or do anything. That's tough, you know, because I know I didn't take him this morning and he slept all day, but he can go for his walk this evening, and he can, I don't know, but yeah, I'm still not pleased with him, and I'm still not quite 100% sure on what I'm going to do, but I'm still tempted to put him on OLX. So right, I'm going to go. Everything's been fed here apart from us humans. Bear's resting. It won't be long till the wander time, so I'm gonna go and contemplate and probably tidy up a little. Well, good evening. We've been out for something to eat to celebrate the last night of Jason being here. Sad to see him go, but he really is off again, and he's off to Spain this time and then heading back to the UK via France. So it's been absolutely awesome in being here. I'm going to miss him. He's been great, having around extra set of eyes and all the little jobs and bits and pieces that he's done has been so helpful. I am really, really grateful. Now, on another note, on the way back, went to collect some water at the font in Escos de Cima, and we see what we believe is Paco, who is the Sophie moved into the village across Escos de Baxa or something like that, nearish where there's a caravan park, the other side of Escos de Cima. And I'd seen this cat a few times, and I took a video and sent it, and she sent me another picture back. So if you're local to Lausa, Escolas de Cima, Escolas de Baxio, something like that, anywhere to this area, and you see this cat, please tell Sophie van der Gut, and reach out to her on the Castello Branco page on Facebook, because they are missing their cat incredibly, and it's very sad when your animal disappears and you don't know where they are. Which I suppose leads us on to Mr. Bear, who is still snoring. I did take him out for his walk and did bring him back, and he's been lay there snoring ever since. So I'm off now to go and spend a bit of time with Jason. Hopefully I'll make this video and get it out there tonight. But big loves from us here, me and my very feathered friends here at Creative Roots. We really hope to see you and connect with you all soon, and look forward to keeping you up to date with our journey. So take care all, and night.